Man, this new cave update sucks. Everything just looks the same as it does before. Isn't that right, little watch dweller guy? Ow! What is up, everybody? I am Luke from the Master Sword Valley with another Minecraft mod showcase for you all, and man, it feels like a long time since I last did a mod showcase. I mean, I'm sure it's only been like 2 months and all, but feels like a long time out of so many other projects to do. Like cutting out the rain, of course! That aside, welcome back to Mod Showcases, and today I am doing the Undergarden mod! Yes, and the Undergarden mod is basically a mod that adds in a bunch of new crafting recipes, a bunch of new blocks, because there's an entire new dimension as well, and a few new mobs, and some other things. So first, I'm going to show you all the new blocks, then we're going to show you the crafting recipes, then we're going to head to the dimension, and we're going to show off all the mobs that are in this mod. And hopefully I won't crash or the recording won't go bad, because I haven't tested this with the recording going bad yet. So, yeah, let's get this started. Woo! Alrighty, so as you can see in this mod, there are a bunch of new blocks. This is already shaping up to be like the better end mod. And yeah, these are all blocks that can be found within the new dimension, which we'll show you guys in a second here. This is what the soil looks like. This is, I believe, yeah, this is depth rock, which is like the cobblestone. This is what's called gloom gourd, and this right here is the tremble crest. Sorry, I'm kind of doing this without having a lot of like knowledge of like practicing all the different blocks and such. It's just that I kind of set this up, did like one take of how I want to do the showcase, and just kind of went from there, basically. Now, the interesting thing about this gloom gourd right here, as you can see, I have a pair of shears in my inventory, is that these act like pumpkins. You pretty much carve them, and you can make a sad little face out of them. And then, like normal pumpkins, or carved pumpkins, as just want to get technical with the game, you can throw them into a crafting table with the torch, and you will make a jack-o'-lantern, basically, out of gloom gourd instead of a regular pumpkin. So yeah, gloom gourd. And on top of the new blocks that I added in this mod, there are a bunch of new ores as well. Now, these are the special ores, but they also added regular ores into Minecraft as well, both just Undergardenified, basically. This one right here is what coal looks like. This one is the diamond one. This one is the gold, or some people would say the butter one. And this right here is... What? Anyway, these right here are the new ores that are added into this mod, and they're about equal strength or a little bit stronger than teardrop. Actually, I think maybe more like iron. Actually, I didn't do like a toughness test with these and these ores yet. But yeah, this one right here is, I believe, this is the Clogram, which looks really cool. Almost looks like netherite, but don't get the two mixed up. They're not the same. This one right here is the Frost Steel, and then this one is the Urethrum, which looks really cool. Almost looks like ruby. This one looks like a bit of a modified teardrop. I said I would stop doing that. And then this one right here, I think I know it's off memory. Regulum. Yes, Regulum. Or right there. And these can all be crafted into these kinds of blocks right here. Bruh. Into brand new armors that are added into this mod. Now, you can only make armors out of the Clogram, Frost Steel, and the Urethrum, right? Yeah, Urethrum. Almost sounds like urethra, something Hank Hill would probably say. And of course, you can take those and you can make them into a bunch of tools. Now, as you'd expect, this is basically just the same crafting recipe that you'd make for any normal iron or gold or teardrop tools in this mod. However, there's one exception, which is this Clogram Battle Axe. Unfortunately, there's actually no crafting recipe for it, which is why I'm keeping it here in its own chest with the rest of the tools instead of giving it its own like crafting recipe, because like I said, has none, basically. Unfortunately, the Regulum, right? Yeah, Regulum doesn't actually do anything. It's more for just decoration purposes. It doesn't craft into any sort of like armor or tools or anything nice or food or... yummy. Anyway, yeah, it's just decoration block. But yeah, ores! Yay. Did I ask you to interrupt my mod showcase? Now, also, just like the Better End mod, you could also make a bunch of things out of some various woods and stones that are added into this mod. I will start with the stones right here. You can take that depth rock right here, and you can pretty much make it into slabs, walls, stairs, pressure plates, buttons, nachos, I'm hungry. And you can also make this right here, which is called Shiverstone. Basically the same thing of this stuff right here. Ooh, yeah! And then these right here are things you can make out of 3 new woods that are added into this mod. Actually, I think there might be 4 new woods, but I don't actually know off the top of my head. But yeah. Oh, and also you can make boats out of them, and you can get wigglewood saplings and smog stem saplings and so. Alright, breaking the trees, yada yada. There you go. You can make regular wood plank slabs, fences, gates, doors, trapdoors. Forgot the name. Buttons, pressure plates, stairs, yada yada. Can't make this stuff though. Oh my god, this is just amazing. Yeah. But yeah, that aside, that's all the new blocks. And also you might notice that there's 4 new mushrooms in this mod, but I'll get to those in a second right here. Alrighty, so now that we've gone over the all new blocks in this mod, we're gonna go over the crafting recipes now. So the first thing we have right here happens to be a slingshot right here. And to make this, you're going to need 6 sticks right here and a twisty twig. Now you guys are probably wondering, wow! Where do I get a twisty twig? Well, I will show you. So this right here is the crafting recipe for a twisty twig. You're going to need wigglewood planks. It has to be specifically wigglewood. No other plank is allowed for this. And you put 2 of them like that in a diagonal instead of a vertical like normal sticks or planks, and you will get 4 twisty twigs. Now, the slingshot, I'm actually gonna go ahead and test this out right here. It uses what's called depth rock pebbles. Now you guys are probably wondering how you go about getting depth rock pebbles. Well, it's actually very simple. You take that depth rock that I talked to you about, and you basically just put it in your, actually I gotta switch game modes for this. You basically just put it in your inventory. Oh, well, excuse me for not reading properly. You actually need to take that depth stone, or depth rock, yeah, depth rock, and actually put it in a stone cutter and not just a regular crafting table, because it turns into a button that way. But yeah, this uses depth rock pebbles as ammunition, and you basically, if I can ever find a mob around here, there we go, I got 4 test subjects summoned right away. Now, you basically just charge up like a regular slingshot and unleash! Now, as you can see, it's actually not that powerful. I think it maybe does like 4 or 5 hearts of damage maybe, because if I'm right, yeah, it knocks them out in like 2 hits. That's just if you charge it all the way. I'm sure if you just do it like rapid fire, it still takes them out in 2 hits. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's not very powerful. It's just like light damage. You can, I guess, have some fun if you have some friends over and you just want to have a nice slingshot battle, like slingshot. Yeah. Alright, the next thing we have right here is called the Masticated Chestplate. Now, this thing is actually pretty cool. To make it, you're going to need what's called the Masticator Scales. If you replace 1 letter of that, it sounds very suggestive. Anyway, joking aside, you put 8 of them in a crafting table like a regular chestplate, and you will get the Masticated Chestplate. Now you guys are probably wondering, where do I get the Masticated Scales, huh? You didn't tell us about that. Well, I will tell you about that in a second here. It's actually dropped by a pretty powerful mob, so yeah, I'll tell you guys in a minute, basically. But yeah, Masticated Chestplate gets Thorns 5. Really cool. And the next thing we have right here is the Clawgrim Shield. I believe this is kind of meant to be like a bit of a teardrop shield, basically, since you can't craft those normally. Or it's just like a little bit powerful than a normal shield. But yeah, to make that, you're going to need 6 Clawgrim ingots and a smog stem plank. So it has to be specifically smog stem. No other planks will work for this, no matter what. And you will get the Clawgrim shield. Now, the next thing we have right here are the Clawgrim bars. Of course, when you're given an ingot that looks like iron, there's of course going to be bars about them. So you just do them in a normal iron bars crafting recipe, but just replace the iron with the Clawgrim, and you will get the Clawgrim bars. Whoa, it's suddenly daytime! Oh, you didn't see that in the corner. But yeah. The next thing we have right here are kind of food-based things. What thing we have right here is the Gloom Gourd Pie. And to make that, you're going to need a Gloom Gourd, a Glitter Kelp, which you can find in the new dimension, and you will need an indigo mushroom. However, it's not just an indigo mushroom. You can use any of the mushrooms that are in this mod, including inky, blood, and veiled shrooms. I'm sure you guys can see what's what when we get to them. But yeah. That's the Gloom Gourd Pie. What am I doing? I gotta be hungry. I gotta eat this thing. So when you eat it, I believe it gives you like 2 or maybe 3 things of hunger, and you get what's called Virulent Resistance. Now, I don't actually know what this does. I didn't exactly test it out a whole lot. I feel like this is meant to be like defense for something within the new dimension, the Undergarden, but I don't know. It's basically just pie if you want to have a nice sliced pie while you're out adventuring and such. Pardon the burp there. But yeah, Glumgore pie in all of its tasty glory. The next thing we have right here are the rotten blisterberry and the blister bomb. These things are actually pretty fun. To make this blister bomb, you're going to need 6 rotten blisterberries along with a twisty twig, and you will get the blister bomb right here. Now I should mention that these blisterberries are found on bushes within the Undergarden itself, and I believe if they're just left out too long, they become rotten, and if they're rotten, they actually have a different effect. So I went ahead and grabbed the bombs and the rotten blisterberries out of the creative inventory to show you what specifically the berries do. Watch this. You don't eat them, you throw them, and then just a mini explosion to do just a little bit of damage. They have some cooldown, but yeah, you can pretty much just rain Armageddon on tiny little mobs, basically. But the real kicker is the blister bomb here, which this is actually more powerful than the rotten blisterberry, because when you throw this, it's like a throwable piece of TNT, and it actually makes a sound. It was hard to hear when I was setting up the mod showcase, so I actually didn't know that it made a sound like that. Look at that. Boom. Just classic bomb sounds. So cool. But yeah, blister bombs and blisterberries. Rotten ones. Take that, rabbit! Oh god. Now the last few crafting recipes that we have in this mod that aren't like normal crafting things with new blocks are all of these stews right here. And these are pretty simple to make. You're going to need a bowl and 3 of the respective mushrooms for these stews. You have the indigo from the indigo mushrooms, the inksy stew from the ink mushrooms, bloody stew from the blood mushrooms, and the veiled stew from the veiled mushrooms. And these, of course, all found within the dimension, basically. God, why do I keep burping? Now, when you eat these, they actually do have some effects that it gives on you. If you eat the indigo stew, we'll start with this one, you will get slowness, but you also get night vision. So these stews are kind of, I guess they're more of a double-edged sword, basically, because they have a good effect, but also a bad effect at the same time for just like a quick pick-me-up, basically. So yeah, if you want to eat these, you have to deal with the bad effects. So that was the indigo soup. We have the inky stew right here, which that will give you resistance, but blindness as well. Maybe I have to go down into a dark cave for the blindness to actually work. No, it doesn't look like it. But yeah, that does. This is the bloody stew, which gives, I believe, strength, but brittleness. Now, I don't actually know what brittleness does. I thought it would make you like more susceptible to damage and such, but I found I just take normal damage anyway from like getting shot by a skeleton, basically. And then this one right here is the veiled stew, which this one will give feather falling, but also feather weight as well. Or sorry, slow falling. Maybe what featherweight does. I don't actually know what this ability does. If you guys know, tell me in the comments. I think you might take more fall damage since it's featherweight. The name is featherweight. I don't actually know for sure. So if you guys know, tell me in the comments below, because I really appreciate it. And then the very, very last thing, which is actually very important in order to actually be able to get to the Undergarden dimension, is the catalyst. How could I possibly forget about this thing? Well, I didn't. I just saved it for last. To make that, you're going to need 4 iron ingots, 4 gold ingots, and teardrop! Yeah, it's just keeps getting better, man. First we have the ore that's in the dimension. Now we have it going to the dimension using a teardrop. Oh, it's so much better. But yeah, that'll make the catalyst. Alrighty, so now that we have the catalyst, we're going to go ahead and be able to.
Hey, man!
Shut up! I should really be used to this by now. Where are you, huh? Where are you?
You're not gonna leave without me.
I mean, I'd probably like to go on my own without you. Thank you very much.
Oh, I get it.
What do you mean? Where are you?
Get close. You're warm. Getting close.
Here.
Yeah, close. Warm. You're warm. Yeah. Warm. Warmer. Hot. What? Very hot. Very hot.
Are you down in this cave?
Oh, look at you, Mr. Land Dweller up there.
Isn't a cave supposed to be like your home?
That's besides the point.
Well,
just you wait. I'll get out of here.
This cave is like 30 blocks tall.
So?
How do you plan to get out of there?
Just you watch. I'll come out of there.
Okay. Come on out.
Wait, what?
That's what I thought.
But
you can stay down there.
No.
I'm
no,
just
please,
gonna
please don't leave
go.
me.
I got a
No, please
biome
don't.
to
Ha,
explore.
here comes the rain, sucker. Enjoy. You like rain so much?
Yeah, thanks. Have fun with that.
Brothers, attack.
Bye. Alright, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by you things down there.
Oh, thanks. Okay, just
okay.
live in a cave.
Okay.
Consider things to you and
Deep
not
breaths.
people, huh?
Deep breaths now. It's time to head to the new dimension. As you can see, in order to actually make and go to the dimension, like make the portal, you're going to need to create stone bricks like you would a regular old nether portal. So just like this, and make sure these aren't the infested stone bricks. Okay, good, they're not. And you basically just want to take the catalyst and right-click it, and you've made yourself the portal to the Undergarden. So, without further ado, 3, 2, 1, go! And welcome to the Undergarden. As you can see, it looks like a underground cave. It almost looks like the planned cave updates, which should probably be out for Minecraft, but it's not that. This is the Undergarden dimension, which, like I said, looks like caves. You got water spewing out everywhere. You got lag spikes like hell, and yeah, this is the dimension. It's kind of cool, actually. So where we stand right now is currently the Forgotten Fields biome, and there are 9 new biomes that are added into this mod, and I'd like to go over those right now. So yeah, this, as you can see, this is what the Forgotten Fields looks like right here. As you can see, it just looks like plain generic fields. Oh, this one right here is called the Wigglewood Forest right here. As you can see, this is where, what is this? The, I want to say it's the Smogstem. No, this is actually the Wigglewood. I just said the name of it. Why? Oh my god, why am I so stupid? As you can see, there's gourds here and such. I believe, is this another one over here? This is the Smogstem Forest, which has, obviously, the Smogstem. It's also got, ignore this. It's also got these right here, which are droop vines, which you can actually eat and get a glowing effect, which can actually somewhat hinder or help in multiplayer. I've never actually seen the effect of it in just single player though. This one right here is the Barren Abyss. As you see, it goes way down there, like what you'd expect an abyss to be. It's actually kind of creepy looking, even with this torch that I'm holding, which, to make, this shard torch right here, you need, what's called a urethrum shard. There's 2 ways of getting this. One is by killing a mob. The other one is by literally smelting down any sort of urethrum crafted thing into that on a stick, and you can make that. I didn't go over that crafting recipe, but yeah, that's how you make this torch. And this is the Barren Abyss right here. This right here is the what's called the mushroom bog forest. As you see, just lots of mushrooms growing everywhere. Now the variety of mushrooms, it looks like it's got all of them. I think with the exception of the inky mushrooms. Oh, never mind, they're right there. So yeah, this is where you can get all the mushrooms for the stews, which is really nice. Oh, and it gives you a poison effect. I guess it makes sense. Now, it says that I'm in a dense forest biome here, but this is all like caves and such, but, oh, probably up more. But this is apparently what a dense forest may look like. And just to go through them really quick once again, they have the Barren Abyss, Dense Forest, Foggy, Forgotten Fields, Frost Fields, Grongle Growth, which is where you can find Grongle trees to make that green wood, Mushroom Bog, Smog Spires, Smogstem Forest, and the Wigglewood Forest. So yeah, that's basically all the biomes in this mod. Now we're going to get to showing the mobs. I just wanted to do that so I can get to the mobs, basically. Alrighty, so now let's go over to the mobs that are in this mod. The first one we have right here is the Dweller right here. These guys are actually hostile on say when you pretty much walk, like run into them basically. And they can be found in this dimension in, they can say it can be spawned on Deep Turf Block and Ashen Turf Block, which is in Dense Forest, Wigglewood, Smogden Forest, Forgotten Fields, Grungle Gross, and Smog Spires. I'm just reading directly out the forums. And yeah, now these guys are actually tameable. If you break some of the grass, you have a chance of getting what is called underbeans. And if you hold them, you can actually tame them and breed them to make a little baby one, basically. And these guys have 15 hearts of health, and when you kill them, they will... Oh, by the way, this axe, awesome, has lots of knockback. You will get what's called raw Dweller meat, and you also can have a chance of getting some leather, too. So yeah, Dweller. Now, the next thing we have right here is called the Gwibbling. Now, the Gwibblings are just a little fish like that, And they can pretty much be spawned in any biome where there's water, basically. And yeah, they're the fish of this dimension. It's not very strong. Just take one hit with the axe. And they will drop raw gwiblings, which you can cook and eat. And they also have a rare chance of dropping some bone meal, oddly. It's like 5% chance. But yeah, gwibbling, little fish. Now this one right here is the Rot Dweller. Now, there's actually nothing on the forums about this. Oh, where'd it go? What? Why is it not spawning? Can it only be spawned in the overworld, maybe? Okay, sorry about that. My game mode was actually on peaceful, which is why it wasn't spawning. This is the Rot Dweller right here. Now, there's nothing on the forums about these guys. I can only assume that they're just regular dwellers, but they are faster. Probably spawns in the same biomes as well and such. And are they actually like stronger than regular dwellers or not? I kind of wish it didn't have knockback so I could kill it. Nope, seems like just the same. And it seems like I think it might have like same drops as well, since it's literally just like a dweller clone. But yeah, Rot Dweller. Now the next one we have right here is the Gloomper. The best way I can describe this thing is a big purple monkey. Right here, monkey block thing. And these guys are like the raw dwellers. They'll spawn basically in like same biomes and such. And they behave kind of similarly, but they're actually kind of peaceful. And if you hold a gloom gourd, according to the forums here, it will actually, that's how you contain this thing, just like the dweller, basically. And yeah, it has 20 hearts of health. And when you kill it, you'll get a chance of dropping some leather. And also something else, like, hey, get back here. Get back here. Oh, it just dropped leather. That's a chance of dropping Gloomper legs, which, let me actually see. Okay, no. Maybe it's something that's being implemented in, like, future updates. But yeah, that's the Gloomper right there. Now the next mob we actually have 3 mobs to go over. They are the Rot Beast right here, the Rot Walker, and the Rot Ling right here. Now these guys pretty much spawn in this dimension, but they're very prevalent in the Barren Abyss biome. And yeah, they just kind of walk around. I believe they are hostile. Yeah, they are hostile. And I believe they vary on how much health they have. Like the little guy right here is just taken out like right away, and the big guy has a lot more health than the little guy, as you can plainly see. Wow, these guys, you have a lot of HP on you. Holy crap, dude! Like, just, are you gonna die already? Boom. Do that. How much health do you have? Jeez. While I'm doing that, I guess I get... Oh, it died already. It will drop these shards for you. The Uthrich shards for you. He ran away. The Rot Walker right here, like I said, all these will drop these shards for you, so you can make these torches that I'm holding in my other hand. So, yeah. And as you can see, the Rot Walker is like middle of the road. A little more health than the Dweller, but not so much. Rot Ling, but not so much as the Beast. So yeah, the Rot Spawn. Now this thing right here is the Scintling. This thing can basically spawn in any biome except for the Barren Abyss. Now it's very interesting because it will leave behind this Scintling goo, which when you walk on it, you have very, very slow, even slower than Soul Sand, which is kind of annoying, but you can basically just punch it to get rid of it, essentially. And when you kill this guy, he doesn't have very much health. He will drop what's called goo balls, which these can actually be crafted into some of these boots right here, which can... Oh, never mind, they're out of Clogram. And yeah, so basically the Clogram boots make it so that you don't have to worry about walking on their slime, basically. But this, I believe you can just like throw it onto something and it might like take it out or something. I don't know. Oh, you can slow them mobs down basically. Oh yeah, Scintling. While we're on the subject, I might as well go over what is called the Stoneborn right here. Now the Stoneborn, they actually behave like villagers in this mod. They can spawn in the fields and the forest. So that's Dense Forest, Forgotten Fields, Smogstem Forest, Wigglewood Forest, and yeah, they act like villages. You right click on them and you can trade things. So you can basically trade the Regulum. So I guess that's... I don't know what you said. But yeah, that's basically, I guess, what the Regulum is for. I didn't even know that. Yes, I hear you. Shush. I don't bring you gum-gum, dum-dum. But yeah, that's the Regulum, can get traded for this sort of stuff, basically. And yeah, these guys have 50 hearts of health. I don't know why you'd want to kill them, though, since they have some good trades. I believe they will also attack you if you engage it with them. So you kind of don't want to, and these guys actually have a lot of resistance on them as well. As you can see, we're still going at this guy. As you can see, he will drop some pebbles for you. Really nice. But yeah, that is the stone board. I couldn't remember the name, so I had to look at the forums. Next up we have right here is the Brute. Now, once again, there's nothing on the forums about this guy, so I can only assume he just naturally spawns here. He looks like he has a lot of health, if that's to be tested with this axe right here. Oh, never mind. And did he drop anything? Looks like he dropped like pebbles or something. I don't know, but he is pretty tough, and you might want to stay away from him, as it's actually a neutral mob, but he will probably attack you. So, yeah, that's the, Brute. Now this guy right here is the Nargoyle. The Nargoyle is actually very different in spawning. It will spawn just under very low light, essentially. And it is basically pretty much hostile on sight, so it will pretty much kick your butt if it notices you or you notice it, basically. And yeah, it's got 40 hearts of health. Not very fast movement. And you bet, yeah, that's basically it about it. But when you kill it, you will get 2 to 6 pieces of string upon its death, basically. Do that. But I got unlucky this time. But yeah, that's the Nargoyle. It'll drop string. And then the last mob we have right here, I actually came back to the overworld for. This is the Mastigator. Now, the Mastigator is actually a boss mob, so if you're not prepared, it will pretty much kick your butt if you are obviously not prepared. Now, the interesting thing is that if this happens to be spawned in the overworld, it happens to find nearby passive mobs, it will actually eat them and consume them for health, basically. It's kind of a unique idea, but it's just really annoying if you're near like a farm full of like passive animals and such. But interesting to note, this guy actually will not spawn under any conditions. So I guess the only way to actually get him is through the creative inventory. And as you guys heard, as I told you, there's an item called the Mastigated Chestplate, and you needed Mastigator Scales in order to get that. So as you can guess, this guy is the one who drops the Mastigator Scales, and yeah, he'll drop 4 to 8, so you may have to kill him either once or twice, depending on how lucky you are. And yeah, he's got 150 hearts of health, 10 armor, 5 armor toughness. He says he's not very fast, and he can do 10 hearts of damage, so you really want to watch out for that guy. But yeah, that's the Mastigator. And I already got 8, so I could technically make the chest plate if I wanted to. Or I can just do this. No one saw a thing. But anyway, guys, that is the Undergarden mod. If you like the commentary and you're new to the channel, make sure you stab that like button and that subscribe button. It's totally free, so you know when I post a new mod review in the future. And make sure you check out the description below from things like my Facebook, to my Twitter, to even my TikTok or my stuff. I'm trying to post more. Don't know why I've been turning more Southern as I talk. Well, you're gonna check out the mod description below as well. It's a really cool enhancement for the mod, and it doesn't really take a lot to make and like go to the dimension. I mean, most of the stuff you need is in the dimension already. And while you're at it, if you have some tips or any mods you'd like me to review in the future, let me know in the comments below. I will always take your guys' suggestions. But that's all I really wanted to say. My name is Luke, and say it with me. Stay strong and feel the power. See ya! Just take all my money. Just take all my money. Take it. I take it. I don't care what chase you have. Just take all my money. I'll take it.